Hello. Everybody hear me? Everybody there? I got 2 thumbs up. So, only 2 people there? There we go. 2 people. Alright. Here we are. Everybody's showing up. Hello, everybody. Hope everyone figured out what I was doing with the videos. I had two videos, or 2 live stream posts. One was stream 1, the other one was a backup when and if this one was to fail. So let me get this all set up here like I normally do. Just gotta find some rocks to prop up my phone, and I'll be with you guys in a second. Yeah, I can't see. There we go. Here's one. Yeah, let's see. One more rock. Just need one more rock. Yeah, use this little one right here. I'll move you guys around for a second. There we go. Beautiful. How's that?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, no more shaking. Could you turn on the chat?
Yeah.
Get on there and say hi to everybody while I finish setting this up.
Yep.
Don't wiggle the table, buddy.
Everybody.
Yeah, say hi, everybody. That's New Mexico Max. Yeah.
Can I sit here? Will I be in the way?
Yeah, no, you're not in the way. Yeah, there, puppies. You might want to slide back though, so they can hear you on the speaker.
I don't really want to slide back too much.
You're gonna get hot. Trust me. You'll get hot.
There's the bear, huh? No. I heard bear's an acquired taste that I have not acquired.
See, that's the phone. So I put this one here for you. Watch your feet.
Hold on, Max. I haven't even. I want to see where it starts.
Ooh, a little smoky.
Oh, I gotta try that.
Yeah, I think everyone can see that.
Cypher, John. Hi, John. Jeffrey, Sean.
Everybody.
Jeff, yeah. Ricky. JT, what's up?
You can see that.
Yeah, they can see it.
In Utah. 2 Hispanics caught for shooting, hurting the cops in Utah.
Really? That's bad.
Blue healer.
Can everyone hear her? Someone give me a thumbs up. Go from 4 to 5 if you can hear her. Speak up, Lorraine.
Huh?
Yeah, there you go. Say, I want to know.
Hi, Philip.
They could hear you.
Can they hear me?
Ask them.
I'm not way down there yet.
I want, this one has the microphone. I just want to make sure they could hear you. That's all. That's all I was doing.
I get it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Cool. Sweet.
So yeah, it's pixelated a little bit.
I'll try fixing it in a second. Well, I just might having a hard time focusing in because of the smoke. What's it look like on yours?
See?
What? Trying to focus. But last time, remember, the phone got like really hot. You slide forward and I'll slide that forward.
You can't put it that close.
Yeah, I can. If it gets hot, I'll just slide it back. Watch out. Pixelated now?
No, it looks better, I think. What do you guys think? It looks better? Check the connect. Hey, yo! No video. What about now, JT?
Give it a second. We got it on Mama's phone, so it has to be working.
think it buffered for a minute.
On his phone. Your phone hasn't.
No, it didn't. I saw the little circle come up.
Well, give it a second. It just started, so.
How about this madness in the streets of Paris? Philip, what? I haven't heard. Did you hear?
Yeah, they've been rioting and rioting and rioting.
I worked today. I don't know what happened today.
Yeah, they're total chaos. Total chaos.
Paris is burning.
Yep.
That's what Chuck says.
Yeah, they've been having riots.
Oh, God. The fire's crackling. It's nice and warm.
Yes, it is. Glad everyone made it. Glad everyone likes these fires. I like them. Nice and warm. I got a bunch of stuff to burn. Yep. We burn a lot of trash. You know, we're sort of rural, so we don't really have a dump or a landfill. If we did, we'd have to drive real far to go do that. So we burn a lot of our trash.
What can be safely burnt?
Yeah. Well, everything can be safely burnt.
Yeah, the border is crazy. How many y'all think this is totally paid for, bought and paid for?
Oh, it is. It is. By the Russians. You watched that video. The Russians, the left wing, the Democrats.
That guy came right out and said...
They all have a hand in it.
We're not that close to the border, Chuck. We're a good 6 hours.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, we're
5,
more
6.
toward the northern part of the state, and it's a pretty big state.
We're almost in the middle.
Uh,
Albuquerque's in the middle. Yeah, we're not too far from Albuquerque. We're almost in the middle. Central part.
Yeah, but I would still say north central. That's just my take on it. Yeah, Russians are going to build factories for their tanks, and China already has tanks there. Yep, Tommy's been saying this for years with China and Russia. And there is that white horse prophecy, says the same thing.
I never uploaded that, so I don't think any of them are familiar with that one. They are with the George Washington.
It's morning here. Where's that, Zohan? Hello, all, Jerry.
If you want, slide this over here like this.
Cypher's known as Hobbit in Albuquerque.
There you go. The phone's a little closer to you now, so.
Okay, good. Don't really hang out in Albuquerque.
No.
Mm-mm. We're a good 45 minutes or so from there.
45 minutes from Rio Rancho, so about
maybe an hour. So, yeah.
If you want to nitpick.
Yeah, China is in Venezuela. I've heard that too. I mean, I don't know that for sure, but I've heard that.
Yes, it is for sure. It's 100% they're in. That's 100%. They're there. They actually they said that they're going to help rebuild Venezuela. So China's literally there, like building houses and apartment buildings. But as they're doing that, they're sneaking more and more troops in.
Yeah, Zohan, I am cooking something, but not in that fire. Over behind me, I have another little fire where I'm cooking a turkey. I had an extra turkey. Gotta cook it.
No, you won't. Hey, get out of there. Get. You're not going to have another turkey if the dogs eat it.
I wish you guys could all be here too, Ricky. Why not me? There's been a poison gas attack on Syria. When did you hear that, or when did that happen? Yeah, I heard about that too, Philip. The Kim Jong going to Mexico. Yes, turkey is good. Everybody get enough turkey for Thanksgiving? Because I clearly haven't gotten enough. I have to cook another one.
Yeah, and the dogs were over there. I told you that thing's not that hot.
I'm gonna wait for these coals, and when I get some of these, I'm just gonna take some and bring them over there.
Thor was over there trying to get in your turkey.
I'll kill him. I'll kill him dead.
I got him out. I got him out.
Oh, I mean, I'll just hug him to death. We had ham. Sharon had ham. Ham's yummy. Chuck says that there was another big earthquake in South America somewhere.
Yeah. I didn't hear it. Yeah.
Not me says it was about 3 hours ago.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why I didn't hear it.
Philip had turkey and ham. Wow, he got both. Lucky. Philip. Jeff still has leftovers. Making turkey sandwiches. Those are my favorite.
Yeah. Yum.
Philip had more leftovers tonight too. Hi, Michelle. Hi, fully awakened. Is there any raccoon? We don't have you seen raccoons,
no raccoons
out
out here.
I haven't seen raccoons out here.
Squirrels.
Hi, Mary.
Rabbits. Rattlesnakes.
Scorpions. Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Oh, stop. Let me read. Fully Awakened made lasagna for Thanksgiving.
Let Mama read it for right now. You can do it later.
Snake is good eating.
Get out of there.
I have not actually eaten it, but that doesn't rule it out. JT wants to know what we don't like about Albuquerque. I guess it depends on the area, right?
Yeah, it depends on the area. There's
like
a lot
any
of
city.
Yeah. It's like any city. I mean, you got your good side and your bad side. You know, but there's
a lot of like car thefts and shootings and like you know, you can get caught in, you know, little drug deal things, and who knows if there's definitely been a lot of weirdness. There's people on the street on drugs, and it just depends on where you're at. So if you're in the right areas, it's okay. If you're not, it's a little creepy.
What's so bad about eating snake in China? Just wondering.
What? I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I accidentally ate a snake in China.
Okay. Crypto.
Greetings.
So accidentally, did that just mean you didn't know it was snake?
Greetings from Utah. A
Olivia
beautiful,
Newton.
free spirit
Neutron bomb.
family you have. Well, thank you. What is disturbing you? You say get out.
Oh, the dogs, they're getting in the turkey.
Yeah, they're trying to get into my turkey over there because it's cooking in
the
hole
fire
in the
pit.
ground, right?
We have another fire pit where she's cooking turkey in a pan with coals. And the dogs, because the coals have cooled down, are over there trying to dig it back up. That's who I was hollering at, saying, get out of there.
In the old.
So I'm waiting for some of these coals over here to get nice and hot so I can bring them over and keep going.
Yeah, you're going to see her again.
Yeah, Old Town's cool. Old Town's definitely cool, Jeff.
Yeah,
I don't know if rattlesnake is good eating. We haven't eaten any.
We were going to.
We were going to, but once again, the dogs got it.
That's right. They got it first. They're not getting my turkey.
They opened the refrigerator. I'm joking.
Do they have?
No, you're not. They opened the refrigerator and got the snake.
We
out.
definitely have lots of lizards. Those little horny. Yeah. What are they called? Horned lizards.
Yeah. My brother caught one, and we tried feeding it, but then it died. And
yeah,
then,
but you had it for a while.
And then we had another one that my mom caught, and that lived, and we let that one free. And then we also catch a lot. The first time me and my brother were up here, we
okay, hold on. Let's keep up with the chat, baby.
Okay.
All right, let Mama do some of this first.
So, Fully Awakened says, is everyone getting ready for hell to come? You know, the UN will be knocking soon. Yes, I heard Mexico ask for their help. So
not only Mexico, but Chicago. Chicago wants the UN there.
I just want to keep up with the
But guess what? Gun grab. See, here comes the wind.
4 earthquakes in
Peru.
Peru since
The 20th.
Haven't heard about today yet. Didn't feel it.
Max, the phone with the speaker is up here. So when you're reading that, you're looking down there. And they might not be able to hear you, so.
Stop. I want to leave it right here.
Don't know.
Shh, don't be so loud. You can read it, and then you can answer.
Right. You guys talk it to this one, though. This one with the speaker, they can't hear you.
I know.
So the sky at night, every time the sun sets, that looks pretty crazy. It's hard to tell because there's so many clouds, quote unquote. It's always covered. You can never see the sunset, but there's definitely some crazy red and orange and color and brightness to it.
I'll take a picture of the sky tomorrow if it's like it was earlier.
The puppies aren't really that hungry, but sometimes when like
They're always
They're not hungry. They're not hungry. They just ate.
yeah, we just.
But they're always hungry. You can feed them 10 minutes later, they're full.
That's
They'll
not-
eat till their stomachs explode.
Man, that's just
Yeah.
dogs.
The big hint should have been the giant glass encaged of snakes
In the hotel lobby. Yeah, that should have been
Thank you.
it.
Don't. Give it to Mom. Coffee's here.
Thank you, Rhea. Yeah, so I said keep an eye on that turkey thief.
I'm just wondering, have any of you heard about house centipedes? Yeah. I'm just wondering, have any of you heard about that?
Turkey banditos.
Yeah, big time.
Olivia says, have lots of family in Las Vegas, New Mexico. I'm a fan of Taos, New Mexico. Yeah, New Mexico's beautiful.
I love New Mexico. Don't get me wrong. If I ever say anything that you think sounds discouraging, I love New Mexico. It truly is the land of enchantment. There's no place I'd rather be. Unless I own my own aircraft carrier and could start my own little city out in the
Sarah
middle of
says
the
she's
ocean
got
someplace.
2 turkey and ham thieves there.
So she knows what we're dealing with. Yeah. Yeah, they're not there right now.
Yeah, Chuck, we remember the UN vehicles that were filmed.
Yeah, for years.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, yep.
Yeah, but they've
Hi,
been filming
Steve.
them for years. A good, like, since 2012, they started bringing those bad boys in.
I'm really doing this wrong.
UN tanks, UN vehicles. By train, by truck.
I would definitely share turkey with you. I shared some with the dogs already. They already got the rest of the last turkey. The
Yeah,
one
this is
we
our
cooked on
second turkey.
Right, the one we cooked on Thanksgiving. They got quite a big portion of.
Remember the. Okay,
Oh,
never
sorry,
mind. Remember the.
yeah, no, we already
countless-
talked about that one. See,
Oh, okay.
the mayor is here talking with the gangs about giving up guns.
Right.
I'm late. Hi,
Any-
hello to Mason family.
Hi, Mickey. So Philip says, any purple skies? Have you seen purple? I've seen purple.
Actually, yeah, when the sun sets a few times and maybe just like midday, it like flashes.
There was one night that it was gorgeous purple.
Yeah.
I love purple. Is my favorite color.
Yes.
Ace says that they hear raccoon is good eating.
I have never had raccoon.
Me neither.
Me neither.
Rabbit, squirrel, elk, buffalo.
Yeah, Steve, we do believe that. Well, at least we've seen evidence that Russia's going to help the migrants.
Yep.
You did a
did a video
yeah, he
on
did a
it,
video
yeah.
on that earlier. So
Right, the Spanish guy, the Mexican news
hi,
reporter.
Sandra from Florida.
How's
What
it-
about centipedes, Max?
Like they eat the
The house centipedes.
Oh yeah, they eat the bugs in your house and stuff.
Right, so don't kill them.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you see them, don't kill them.
because they'll eat all the other bugs. They hunt them down, eat them.
Like black widows, brown recluse.
Superman.
Yeah, Chuck says China's probably helping them too.
Oh, they are. They are. That's a guarantee. They're all working together.
Yes, Ricky, we do have tarantulas, but they're kind of awesome. They migrate every year around like the fall, and you can just see them
Crossing
walking.
the road.
Yeah, they just walk across the road, and they're so big you can see them from far away. So, but they're not. I mean, they're pretty. They don't try to attack you or anything like that. I mean, there's been a few times I've had to move them from, I didn't want them where they were at, so I had to move them. And they were fine. I even saved one from the dogs. The dogs were trying to eat one. Me and Max saved it, rescued it, put it far away so that the dogs couldn't get it. So, and I'm not a spider person, but it wasn't that scary up close. Hey, Donald.
Philip, seeing that some guy was
saying that Russia is on its way to help the migrants and not going to doubt it. Yeah, he said he has Russia's phone number. I mean, it did seem a little odd, but everything about this is messed up.
I'm telling you guys, the Democrats, the UN, Russia and China, they're all working together.
scorpions.
Yeah. Scorpions, yeah, if you cut off the poison tail and roast them on the fire, you can eat them. Hi, Blue Juju.
Nice. Hi, y'all. Hi, all. Nice fire. Well, thank you. Did you just join? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I think so.
Here
no, I think so.
Well, you scrolled up a bit.
All right, Mutts. Watch out.
I saw.
Watch out, puppies.
So Steve and Mickey don't think Russia will help out. I don't think their agenda is really to help the migrants. I think their agenda is to screw with us. But I think they'll use them as a tool. So if it appears as though they're helping, then
Russia's planning on invading us. They have been for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, they even just made a deal, a tax-free deal with Mexico to make all their MiGs and tanks there. I mean, it's coming.
Bye, Olivia.
Bye. Good night.
She had to go to bed.
Amazing. You ever been to Phoenix?
Phoenix.
Phoenix?
No.
Yeah, I've done phonics, but never been to Phoenix.
You hooked on phonics?
Well, yeah, it was when I was a kid.
Good job, honey. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
My reading's still a little messed up. I'm only in the 3rd grade.
Yeah, Fast and Furious is another messed up thing. What do you think the purpose is, Chuck?
You guys know that there's already been a death of a border patrol agent, right? He got stoned to death. So when these immigrants are throwing stones, they're not throwing pebbles, they're throwing boulders. They clocked the guy off the border patrol agent right off the head and killed him.
So it says my cousin and her explosion boyfriend, but then he corrects down your ex-boyfriend. Don't you love like auto text or whatever?
Yeah, autocorrect.
Yeah.
Autocorrect.
What are you doing, puppy?
Raccoon is greasy like bear.
Greasy.
Greasy like bear.
I've never had beer.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Land tortoise
We need to keep the border secure.
Land tortoise is edible? I never knew that.
I've never seen one.
Well, we used to have
I think they're
pet
protected.
turtles. Yeah. Yeah, land turtles. And they were Dustin's pets. We would go in the room and check them out and stuff. Dustin even had a snapping turtle.
Yeah, they don't know who Dustin is, but
He's my older brother, the 2nd oldest.
yeah, and a lot of people do have big land turtles out here, huge ones they keep in their yard that are really cool looking.
Centipedes.
Yeah.
ACE.
He's responding to them.
AC spread. A spade. Do you not have a grocery store near you?
Crypto squirrel. These illegals are now raiding businesses and accosting women in Tijuana as we speak. We don't want them here. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true.
And people in Tijuana said they're already raping, they're already robbing, stealing, breaking into houses. They said they had to shut down all the parks. So if you have kids who play softball or soccer or anything, they can't go to the parks. The parks are all refugee camps right now. The Mexican people are pissed off. The residents in Tijuana, they are pissed off.
So the thing about the centipedes, Mickey, it's the house centipedes. They're a little bit different than the outdoor ones. So they have like little fangs to bite with, but they're too small to penetrate the skin. So, and they don't really try to attack people. They mostly just want to eat the bugs.
How do you get your water and how do you store it? Well, great question. So what we do is,
We have a well
yeah,
that we
and-
need to get up and running.
yeah, and
But my neighbor has a well we're using
Yeah.
right now.
We just
she lets
fill up
us,
big bottles and
we store them outside by a log, and we but they're big jugs, like.
we
really
just get a
big.
lot of them at a time, so we don't only have to get them every so many days. And
We have a well on the property. It's 500 feet deep and it's rated for 25 gallons a minute. But we just don't have the money to get it up and running yet. It's ridiculous how much they want to do that.
We have the deepest well on the hill.
Dad, do you want to read some of these for a second?
I'll let Max do it.
Okay,
But
but read
Max,
it out loud so Dad can answer.
where you
'cause
going, Mom?
They're still talking about the war stuff. I want to get some of those coals before the wind goes too crazy.
Oh,
I
that's-
once had a BBQ bear ribs. How was that?
Max, you gotta talk into this phone. Hey, how's the wind? Is the wind too loud for you guys?
Just wondering.
It's starting to get a little windy, so it might hit the microphone.
I would stew it or cook them like steak. Also made burgers. Migrants taste delicious.
Take your
Know
time.
anything about the UN vehicles?
They UN vehicles have been here for years. Honestly, they've been here for years.
And they have all kinds of deals thanks to Obama.
I honestly believe the whole immigrant thing is to man the UN vehicles. So the UN already, when Obama was in office, has a lot of equipment here in the US. But they don't have the man or the men here in the US. So what better than to have all these immigrants come into the US and then hire them for, have the UN hire them and man the equipment, vehicles, and do the gun confiscation that our boys won't do.
No wind, okay, a little wind, but the fire sounds and looks great.
Good.
That's good to know.
Yep. Thank you.
There's countless UN vehicles ready to go.
Yes, there is.
Y'all
And we've been
agree.
seeing that for years. There's been videos out there for, like I said, since 2012, there have been vehicles. They've been planning this for a long time. The UN has been planning the downfall of America for the longest
has
time.
been planning to take over for a long time, really.
And the Democrats are helping them. The Democratic Party, the people on the left, the no borders, no wall, no USA at all, they're in bed with them. They're gonna, if Hillary got in, the doors would have already been open and we'd be just like Tijuana right now.
There are a lot of sleepers here already.
Yep,
Agreed.
absolutely.
Agreed.
All of us.
Just waiting for activation.
Beep. Very possible man. Okay. Nuke the Democrat.
Demon rats.
Demon rats.
Demo rats.
This is just my finger. I'm just trying to wipe the lens off. See if it's steady. See how that comes in.
Yeah, that comes in a lot better, see?
Yeah. There it goes. It's focused. See? Focused right in.
Yep, a lot better on this.
I think it was because Mom was getting the coals. It was having a hard time focusing on the fire. She was in front. All right, what do we got next? Take your time.
I'll get 350 years of I really don't know it. What's that, Mom?
I can't see it.
Let me see.
ASSOCIA.
Let me see.
Right
Stop
there,
spelling.
Right, right.
there,
Let go of the phone,
Max,
Max.
Work together. Let Mom. I'm letting you do it. Calm down. Don't get upset.
Okay.
I'll get 350 years for association with a militia. Yeah, you will.
Well, you're not the only one.
Can I hold it, please? There's 30,000 more coming north, JT says, from South America or Central America. Yeah, it's all planned way in
The
advance.
governor here in New Mexico refused to work with Trump. someone was saying that she was blocking the National Guard or the military for protecting our borders here in New Mexico. So a bunch of militia members are getting together and they're on their way to New Mexico to help secure our borders.
Yep.
And honestly, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's a setup, you know, but a lot of people forget about Jade Helm. And HELM is an acronym for Homeland Eradication of Local Militia. And people have forgotten that. When Hillary and Obama were in office and they were doing this Jade Helm operation, it was literally for gun confiscation. So they're going to invite the UN in to confiscate the guns because they can't use the US military. They're going to have foreign troops here. And what they were planning on doing is the militia would fight back. So the first thing you got to do is take the militia out, or anyone who would show any sort of resistance. We've had people marking houses, the red and blue dots. You know, when they did the Jade Helm, they literally marked the states, whether they were combative or non-combative. And of course, the states with a high population of militia or guns were deemed combative. New Mexico, we were brown. We were like neutral. Like, they're not sure which way we're going to go yet, so.
Well, Blue Juju has an army of kittens, so no worries.
Well, if things wind up like Venezuela,
You're right.
teriyaki.
No, not kittens.
Hold on. The trade.
Those people were breaking into the zoo.
I know, but we'll eat rattlesnakes.
The trade center towers were prepared to come down when they were built. They had it ready for a future false flag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the time they built it.
I believe
That
it.
wouldn't surprise me at all either.
This has been a plan for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys ever seen Captain America, you know, we took all the Hydra people from
Operation Paperclip from
Operation
Germany.
Paperclip
The
from
Nazi
Germany.
Germans, yep.
We brought them over here, and they didn't lose their drive or ambition or plans.
No,
they just
kept it secret.
implemented them in a different way, you know. And we let them in, you
Go ahead,
know,
Max.
and they've been slowly taking over. They took over the schools. They brainwashed our kids. Nobody knows history no more. You know, I was watching Dabu 7-7, right? And he was making a comment about, I always say this wrong. She's going to correct me because I say comitatus. What is it?
Posse.
Posse. I say something about.
Yeah, he said
Posse.
something a little more dirty, guys.
Posse comitatus, right? Oh, the U.S. military shouldn't be down on our borders. People, the whole reason of having a military and armed forces wasn't to go overseas, kick ass, and police the world. It was literally to protect our borders. For once in history, since the formation of the military, they're actually being used for what they were meant to be, to protect the borders. And not just from other armies, but from little invasions of people, other militaries. What, Max?
You can keep talking. I'm just waiting.
Well, scroll down a little. That blue thing, that arrow.
I know. It means there's a lot more.
There you go.
But I was going to read this one.
Well, read it. Go ahead.
I'm ready to leave Washington State here real soon. Seems like there are a lot of deep state left side coming here lately, throwing their money around everywhere. People are selling out every rat race.
Yep. Yes, they are. Good job, man. Good job, Max.
Kitten.
I'm trying to raise him right. I'm trying to raise him right. I really wish I could homeschool the other two, but believe it or not, you know, they fight me tooth and nail. They want to go to school. They want to go to school. It's not a bad thing, and they do good in school, but yeah, some of the things they come home and tell me the teachers say and some of the things they're learning, yeah, it's all indoctrination. Okay, Max, read the next one.
I'm locked and loaded with the armor of God, and I'm not afraid. Jesus has my back.
Yep.
We can all agree. Jesus got my 6.
Yeah. It's coming. I've been trying to tell people this for years. Everyone's called me a whack job, crazy. You know, I put this together a long time ago, and it's sad. You know, it's sad. They literally have planned the downfall of America for years. You know, and when people like us, you know, try telling other people, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to bother. You know, and they're going to be the ones that are the most dangerous. Shit hits the fan. You know, all these people we tried waking up. You know, because they're going to know that we knew shit was coming.
Right, so they're going to know that we are probably prepared than they are.
Hi, Lori. Thank you. All reality is the Matrix.
Yeah, well, they do put the truth in the fiction, that's for sure.
Didn't celebrate Turkey Day this year. I ate top ramen noodles.
Oh. Who's that?
Let Mama see. Let Mama read it for a little bit.
Donald Brewers.
Top ramen. Well, happy Thanksgiving anyway. We still have a lot to be grateful for.
Thank you.
Mama, let
That's
Max have a
bogus.
turn.
Fiat.
Take a break.
Well, thank you. I'll read this. Welcome.
Yeah, lots of people are still asleep, Philip. That's for sure.
What's up, Hugo?
Sarah's got one turning 24 and one 6 that I homeschool. Max is being homeschooled right now, too. I have one 24, one 19, 14, 13, and 8.
Thank you again.
I'm a glutton for
Laura.
punishment.
I'm 46.
Oh, yeah. And 146.
TJ
What is the
has
temp? The temp's probably, what would
It's
you
not
say?
bad out tonight,
It's
really
like
not.
40s right now. It'll drop, though. It'll get down to like the 30s.
Oh, Mama's always cold.
The new movie Constipation hasn't come out yet. We
Thank
read
you,
this.
Patrick.
So we read this
Jeff
thing.
says that he has the same crazy accent as you. Are you a masshole?
Yeah, I'm
Go
an
ahead,
asshole.
Max. Go ahead.
So we read something just like what you just said. So we read that. Yeah, I read that too. So we watched this video where it said dads are great at texting. And one of them were like, have you seen the movie Constipated? Well, it hasn't come out yet. And he was
There
on
it
the
is. Well,
toilet.
I just said it, the new movie Constipation hasn't come out yet. He just said it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hi,
Max was
Charles.
reading it on there.
Charles is here too.
Max, you're blocking the...
Oh, am I? Speaking of accents, are you guys from Boston or Long Island, maybe?
Boston.
Massholes.
Literally from right next door to Plymouth Rock,
Yeah.
Marshfield.
Yes, Chuck, I am grateful every time I wake up in the morning too. My dad was on about stuff like this decades ago. I wish he was still here to hold our family together. He inspired me to wake up. Yeah, I wish my mama was still here too, although
She was asleep.
she was sound asleep.
Ralph is next. I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah, careful, don't knock that over. He's reading the ones on this screen.
Donald, do you follow...
Yeah, no, that's the guy that does. He's all the or yeah, I think it's a guy. Anyway, does all the earthquake videos.
Right.
That's a question to somebody else though, honey. So you don't have to answer
Right.
that one.
John
Yo, Jeff's
Soros.
from Fall River. Yeah, I
Yeah.
grew up in Hanson. Tommy grew up in Brockton. You know the area.
Good night, John Soros.
Santos.
Santos.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I grew up in Brockton, City of Champion. Anybody who knows anything about boxing?
Dad, any more problems with lug nuts?
No, not yet.
Have a good night, John.
But yeah, I think somebody was literally trying to take parts off the
Yeah, because the
off
head
the
of bolts
blazer.
too.
The header bolts were gone. Now, I know they vibrate off every now and then, but you know, after I put the transmission in, I did go around checking everything. I mean, I got the videos to prove it. I mean, I did videos. I was showing. I went through the truck before I put it back on the road, and I checked the header bolts.
Thanks,
Header bolts
Matt.
were gone. The lug nuts were messed with. There was a A couple other things.
Nice
My
bonfire.
ignition's messed up now. My steering wheel used to lock. Now it's not
Good
locking.
to
You
know.
know, when you put the key in the lock position, the steering wheel would lock.
The
So
mysteries of the
Hey.
Blazer.
yeah, so
Good to
it's
know.
pissing me off. And
Blue
we live in one of the
healer.
safest.
Hashtag blue healer.
I mean,
So you think, right?
We're off grid. Most of my stuff's outside. You know, hence the reason I have so many dogs. Yeah, it's
Blue Juju says
it's messed
pilgrims love it, but truthfully, you'd be more like
Stop
not the
using-
pilgrim,
stop.
right? Wampanoag, Native American heritage in
Yeah,
Tommy's
I-
family.
Hi,
So
TJ.
he'd be on the other side.
Mitchell Miller. Hi, TJ.
Michelle.
Hi.
It's Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Yay.
I'm an American. I'm a mutt.
So Donald says, I'm looking for a safe place for me and my dog to go. Any suggestions? I've been getting a hard time ever since I voted for Trump. Yeah.
Come up here.
Yeah. Although, don't tell anybody up here either.
No. Don't.
This is the safest place to
It
be.
is safe. You just keep your opinions to yourself for now.
This is the safest place to be. Literally, these are mountains of peace and safety.
There's a lot of like-minded people, but none of the like-minded people like us speak up. It's the other side that's always so boisterous.
These are the mountains of peace and safety.
Yeah.
Literally. This location's been in like 4 different prophecies.
You know,
Black
thank you.
Snake prophecy, Joseph Smith's The White Horse prophecy, George Washington's vision. Yeah, there's a couple others too.
Max, I can't see.
The mountains are the how do they say that? The southernmost. How do they describe this location, Lorene?
The mountains that are southwest of the southernmost tip of the Rockies.
That's it.
So this guy, Eyes to See, how are
Comes the
you?
wind.
Says they've been doing research for months on Agenda 21, and this caravan is planned. It's even in their docs.
Can
Yep.
you
Yeah, of
just-
course. They tell us everything they do. It's just that none of
Max.
us read their docs.
If you ever need a place for your dogs, I'm here in Utah. Well, thanks for the offer, but too far
Utah.
away.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
too
where
far.
Mama's from, went Utah.
There's a lot of people well prepared in Utah, though.
Yeah, and they're gonna get hit. They're gonna go after preppers
But
first, and the
why.
Mormons
That's
are Mormons
right,
are the
because
biggest
they know they're
preppers.
well prepared. That's why
Come
Utah was
Eastern.
labeled in Jade Helm
Combative.
as combative, right? Because so many people are well prepared there.
Anybody who's going to be self-sufficient, anybody who can feed themselves and take care of themselves, especially on the Jade Helm map, was considered combative. In Utah was considered combative, and that's because of the Mormons. The Mormons have been preparing for doomsday ever since they founded their religion.
Play games. I get bored.
Max.
Hey, Max, do you ever put your dad in the corner? I used to rub my dad's nose in his mess. My dad learned to stay out of the trash, too. Max, I think, knows better than to try to do that, does Daddy?
Yeah.
Hello, Rainy.
You guys were asking how the weather is.
Yeah.
It's starting to get real dark and cloudy, and looks like there's a storm coming in from the southwest.
Good, I'm glad you're good, Eyes to See.
That's where the
Oh.
winds come from.
Albert Pike spells it out pretty good. Okay. That's not one for us. I'm on probation in, where are you, Cypher? Albert Pike, yep. Yes, Marcus, that's exactly where we are. I don't know, Dan. You might be able to. Someplace there's lots of land in New Mexico.
Tons. New Mexico is really a beautiful. I love
I
New
haven't
Mexico.
seen any Sasquatches. JT, have any of you?
Okay, make your comment.
The kids make fun of Dad that way a little bit. He's big.
You say it more than they do.
No, they say it. I just
think
laugh.
the puppies are by the.
Where do you think they got it from?
Not me.
Liar. No, they're not. Mom just put a bunch of coals on there, so if they try, they're gonna get burnt.
Yeah, but like the rocks. make it look like they're puppies over there.
Yeah. So Cypher's in California.
Yeah,
And he
California.
says they come here, they got another thing coming.
Agenda 21, they're burning you guys out. That's all planned too, burning you guys out.
Patrick, the only good leftist is one with 12 holes in them. Can do. Jade Helm didn't affect. It really was the lower part,
towards the border.
the southern part of the country.
Hey, towards the border.
California, Utah. It didn't really have anything to do with the Northeast. They didn't really. Jade Helm wasn't. The exercise was all down there. I'm sure.
But at the same time, Jade Helm was going on, and you can research this just on YouTube. They had black helicopters doing touch and goes off rooftops in Boston, New York, Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Right, but they weren't involved in that.
Right, they didn't call that Jade Helm. That was something else. And they did do an Operation Dark Skies on the
East Coast.
East Coast. That was a blackout scenario.
So yeah, Jeff says there's tons of Californians coming to Texas. I think there's I forget who said it, but somebody said a little earlier that they're all up in Washington state.
They're burning these people out on purpose.
Yeah.
China owns most of their land.
Oh,
How do you get rid of
Cypher.
How do you get rid of the people that are squatting on your land? Burn them out. That's what they're doing. Telling you.
Yeah, and we were talking about this the last fire chat we had. That the fire, where the fire is, lines up with the map of that high rail system, train system that they want to put in.
Yeah.
It lines
China
up with that
all
Agenda
that
21
land.
map.
What's that? Read that. What's that say?
I don't know. Is that like a?
It's a super chat.
Oh, I didn't know
Thank
you could
you.
do that. Thank you. New Mexico is awesome worldwide.
Thank you very much.
Rainy.
Who was that?
Rainy. Research 11 mega regions. Yep. Yeah, like the FEMA regions. Is that what you mean, eyes to see?
That was my first super chat. You gotta write her name down. Gotta send her a...
Rainy. Max, please. Is there really any safe place to be? I live in a small town in North Mississippi.
Honestly, I'm not kidding. The Rockies. Mountains of peace and safety.
JT says, Max is getting good training. I wish I had this kind of a chat when I was a kid. If
He
he
is.
could have more patience.
Yeah, he needs patience. He
wants to take it over.
he wants to take it over. He's a little high strung.
Actually, no.
But-
I just want to read some comments.
You will. You will, bud. And as soon as we get enough
So
people...
Cypher was born in New Mexico and his mom and dad are still here. Randy's laughing.
For like 15 hours.
Max.
Don't tread on us. Patrick, I agree. That guy looks like the evil Sith Lord, though, in Star Wars, so I'd be careful.
They all do. You
I
notice
know.
all these
Rothschilds
evil-looking
is
Democrats.
Mr. Burns from
All these
Simpsons.
evil-looking Democrats. They do. They look like the Sith.
They do.
Think
Oh,
George.
Rainy's not a girl. LOL.
Ray?
Rainy's not a girl.
Oh, Rayer is. Our Rayer is.
Yeah, but that's a different name
Right.
completely.
Oh, you said Ray.
Now, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, so if I'm not, I apologize. I'm not the best at this kind of stuff.
I just heard China owns California. Is that why the fires?
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. That or Agenda 21 or both. They're
Well,
probably
it's same.
combined.
It's both.
the
It's
same.
combined.
Yeah. It's the
They
same
want
thing.
everybody.
Anybody see these new clothes things coming out from Celine Dion? creepy New World Order, like genderless kids, children clothing.
But they're not going to let those people in California that got burnt out rebuild. They're not going to let them rebuild. And a matter of fact, if you look at the Agenda 21 map, where all the no-go forest zones are, is exactly where they're burning these poor people out.
Yep. Are you going kind of fast?
Yeah,
Right.
Max.
I still blame the Mexicans for the fire.
Cypher.
Not a girl, LOL.
Yeah, but those ones we already read. I blame the Democrats for the fire. I blame the demon rats too.
Yeah. Sorry about
Celine Dion is evil. There's something very quick. There's There's a video. I don't know who put it out, but it's pretty recent of the ad that she put out with it. Like she's, I mean, the whole thing is creepy and yeah. Anybody got room on their farm or properties? I'm looking for a better situation than where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'd exchange work for a corner for my dog and I. You can email Tommy. Talk about it, Donald. Agreed. The first assault would be Texas, no matter the socialist influx. We're still the rebellious ones. That's true. That's why you guys were labeled hostile down there in Texas.
Hey, Max, come help me. Come help me real quick. Then you come back and you can read some chats. Come on.
Yeah.
That wind's starting to pick up.
Finally closed for Michelle Obama. Oh, they're getting divorced, JT? That'd be funny. Yep, Dana, that's what we heard. That rail system, that's exactly where the fires are. Patrick, that's cool. Stand for our flag, stand your ground, and stand tall. Stop picking on Michael. Oh, you're cold, honey? Yes. Do you have nothing? Oh, you do have stuff on your feet. He said, Jeff says Barry is jealous Mike is bigger than him downstairs. Good, focus now. Yeah, there's a lot of creepy stuff happening. Oh, look it, you can see my phone in the... Haha. Yeah, I just noticed that.
Good point. Look at that moon. Moon's coming up. Looks awesome. All right. Me and New Mexico Max are back. Yeah, so.
What that had to do with your pill?
Just email us, Sarah.
Maximus, come on. You want to read some of
Charles
these?
says, think about it. USA and Mexico should become one nation. The USA would have a smaller southern border to build a wall on. Yeah, well, it's pretty awesome the way even these Tijuana residents are sticking up for President Trump more than even most of the Americans. Good night, Mickey. Be blessed. Lisa says to Charles on that cartels will kill all.
Yeah. Well, the militia group that's supposedly coming down to New Mexico, they said that the cartel has a $25,000 bounty on their heads.
Yeah, of any militiaman.
Any militiaman that's in New Mexico working the border, there's a $25,000 bounty on their head.
So Jeff says where he lives in Texas, they call Mexico South Texas. Yeah, I'd hate to be in Tijuana too, JT. Charles says the cartels never met the mafia from Jersey.
That'd be a showdown.
Yeah, I heard that Obama was supposed to become the Secretary General of the UN.
Right, and Obama will be king. They want a one world government where the UN controls the world. NATO is their strong arm, is their military, and Obama, of course, will head it all. He'll be the supreme leader.
So what kind of dogs do we have, Max? Husky, German Shepherd, Blue Heeler mix.
The ones we had before we had the puppies were just German Shepherd and Husky.
Right.
Midnight's the Blue Heeler and Jax is one of the pups.
Hey, bud, say it over here towards this phone. I don't know if they can hear you, especially inside your shirt.
What is the end game for Agenda 21? I think it looks something like what the Georgia Guidestones have to say.
Exactly. And they want everybody in mega cities.
Yeah.
They broke the United States up into districts. You can find maps on YouTube. They broke the United States up into districts just like the Hunger Games, and there'll be mega cities. And you're not going to be allowed to leave the mega cities and go out into the forest or anything like that. You'll be trapped there.
Yeah.
Everybody will be given a job, be communists. Yeah. I don't know if that wind is still here.
It might ruin our fire.
You going to bed?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Good night, Buggy.
Terry says, Mexico and USA, one country. Ha ha, no way, we don't want those animals here.
You know how many people think New Mexico is actually not part of the U.S., which is funny? Remember that poor girl from that dating show? What was it?
The Bachelor or something.
Bachelor or Bachelorette.
Yeah, one of those shows. She was, well, it was all over the news in New Mexico.
They ripped on that poor girl for about a week.
Yeah, because she's like, I'm going to New Mexico. I'm so excited. I've never been out of the country before. And she said it like right on the show. So
it said right on the show. It was like live.
If Michelle Obama becomes president, liberals still won't have a woman president. Rich people and certain government people will be in their safe underground bunkers. Everyone else dies. Yes, Charles, unless we find where those are and make sure they come with us. Yep.
A cave is a grave to a well-prepared adversary.
Yep. Nice. What did Jeff say? Did I miss it? I heard that Hillary said she will be the first post-apocalyptic president. Great. She clearly knows stuff we don't know. She's been in on the plan for a while.
Yeah. I think Trump's going to stay in, and I literally think it's going to come down to a civil war. Those who are on the right against those on the left. And I honestly believe, and I'll keep saying it, when we're at our weakest,
William,
the UN, Russia, China, they're going to come in. There will be boots on the ground in the United States.
So Charles says their bunkers become their underground tombs. Yep.
Yep.
We won't even have to bury them.
Absolutely.
Texas is the land. William says Texas is the land of the deplorables, and Hillary is the wicked old witch of the West. Yep. Have you heard of the Delphi murders from here in Delphi, India? The man killed 2 teen girls on the trails and at the bridge. He is still on the loose and known as the bridge guy. No, I haven't heard of that, Ricky. That sounds terrifying, though. So Bruce lives in Iowa. Wife wants to know where we should go to get off the grid.
New Mexico.
Yeah.
You know,
There's
New Mexico,
a lot of places that are still passing laws that are making off-grid living harder and harder. And
but
so
not
far,
here in New Mexico.
So far in New Mexico, we've been very much untouched by that.
That's right. I mean, well,
hey, stinky 3 shoes.
there are states where they have made it illegal to collect rainwater. They've made it illegal not to have
Florida.
Electricity or water.
Right.
There are states, I mean, they make some of the
they're
most...
outlawing solar.
Right. Florida, the Sunshine State, they outlawed solar panels.
Yep.
You have to tie into the grid.
Yep. JT says real life Hunger Games coming soon. Huh?
They did that to
Truth and fiction, JT. Truth and fiction.
Remember the Mormons over the summer? Not the Mormons, the Amish.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were forcing them to get electricity
and water.
And these people have lived without it for generations.
They forced the Amish to get water
and it's against their
hook
religion.
up to the utilities. I bet you can still find that video on YouTube. That was this past summer.
Thanks, Donald. Wish you the best too. Yeah.
Who was that gave that super chat?
Rainy. I think I'm saying it right. I don't know. Blue Healer, I think he's in Kentucky. It says everyone here grows their own food and kills their own meat all year long. Smart people. Ace Spade says, I grow corn in my front yard. Good for you.
You heard that country song. Who was it? I forget his name. Country Boys Will Survive.
Yeah.
Or country folks.
Down on a
country
lot of
folks
things.
will survive.
But from what it appears as Colorado is going to be the new, like, Washington, D.C. So it would make sense that they're cracking down on everything because that's what the New World Order is going to be. headquartered.
2016, a lot of people don't realize, everything moved off the East Coast
We can, Rainy,
to-
but other states
to
can't.
Colorado.
Lisa says Alaska. Sorry, honey,
Alaska. But in 2016, they moved all the major government buildings or offices to Colorado.
what? Mm-hmm. Yes, potatoes are easy to grow.
And Texas demanded to get their gold out of New York. It was being stored in New York, remember? And said they wanted their gold back.
Good night, Donald. Blue Healer says, you people call it off-grid, but we here in Kentucky have lived that way since childhood. Okay, but me here in New Mexico, coming from Massachusetts, did not live that way.
Yeah.
I had the push-button life. Not anymore.
Although I lived like this when I was in New Hampshire, so it's not... It's my second go-around. I lived in New Hampshire for a while and it was the same.
Well, if they didn't, Philip, they know now. He says, wonder if they know that I know all of their entrances to the underground safety regions, LOL. If they didn't know you knew, you just told them.
That's a good thing to know. Really is. I'm not joking.
I've even seen people, you know, those really, Ace Spade is talking about growing potatoes. I've seen people do it in those really extra thick trash bags. You know, just fill that with soil and poke a few holes around some of the sides up to let some ventilation in and let the water out so it doesn't, you know.
I know. You know?
Yeah. I know what I'm trying to say, but you guys probably don't. Anyway, you can do it in trash bags, those extra thick, heavy-duty trash bags you can do that in. Thank you, Rainy. Move to Alaska. Hope you can trap it and hunt.
That another super chat?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
If surprised you
Who
didn't live
was
like
that?
In... Jeff says surprised you didn't live like that in Brockton. He kind of did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Brockton. Is that? But so, who was that again?
That was Rainy again.
Rainy? Oh, was it?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
No
Again.
holes in the bucket from top to bottom. Oh well, let them come. We'll protect my family with everything and anything I can get or make. Yep.
Brockton's gotten really
even
bad
worse,
since. Yeah. Really bad. I mean, Brockton was a tough city when I was a kid back in the 70s and 80s, but now it's.
Appreciate it, Rainy.
Yeah, appreciate it a lot. He's my first super chat.
Just practicing. He says.
Yeah.
Raja, why are they still allowing us to speak? Not sure. Maybe because they feel like they are so. I feel like, have you not noticed that they're just being so blatant about everything? They're just putting it in your face now. Things that they before would say, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. Now
it's all over the place.
Yeah, they're just putting it out there, like these ads that Celine Dion's doing with like little demons in the baby's cribs, and I mean, it really is like they're just don't care anymore. So I think they're kind of like feeling confident, like they've got this already
in the bag.
Yeah. Like we're just already going down the toilet and there's no way to stop it, and they know it, and so they don't care what they do now. So we can certainly talk about it. Chuck says, my cousin is ex-Canadian special ops. He now works with the U.S. government. He constantly travels to Virginia, Colorado, and Nevada. Yep, makes sense.
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta go get the a battery.
Blue Juju, you grow funny mushrooms?
I gotta go get a battery for this one.
Okay. Just used to work in Brockton for about a month. I'll never get back that time. Yeah, Philip, we've been keeping we started, Tommy and I started a long time ago, a book really for the kids mostly, in case something happened to us, about what plants they can eat, how to grow things, how to just everything, all the information that we could find, what the plants are good for, other than just eating, all kinds of things. It's getting pretty thick. Pretty proud of it. Yeah, Charles, they do. They see and hear it all. I hope so, Ace. I really do. Yeah, I agree with that, Philip. probably the best way to heat. Yeah, that airport check is creepy. I heard that they took some of those murals and stuff down. Of course, I don't know. I've never been there, but just that horse out front. If that's not evil incarnate, I don't know what the heck is.
Well, it's getting windy. How's the wind? Can they still hear you, or is it too windy?
Actually, like it better in the trailer.
Mama.
Yeah, garlic grows well too.
Ask them if they can hear you if it's too windy.
JT says, what is causing that clicking noise? It could be the wind.
Yeah, it's the wind.
But he says we can hear.
Okay. I'm gonna move this around for a second. Plug the.
We try to be prepared, but you know,
Max, hold on.
we don't really know, you know, if we're gonna be able to stay where we're at, if we're gonna have to be on the move or what. So we're just kind of thinking of it from all, and you don't really know what's gonna happen. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, that horse did kill the guy that made it. Fell right on him.
Here we go. I think that's a little bit of wipe that lens up. That's just
Yeah,
cleaning the
plants
lens.
and seeds and all that stuff's gonna be really important for that.
I can't put any more wood on the fire because it's really getting windy.
No, you can't live on garlic, but garlic is really medicinal and has a lot of great
Come in, Max. Watch
great
out.
properties that it's a great plant to have. You shouldn't live without garlic. I
Mom.
love garlic.
Hey, watch this.
Hey, he says we need a way to kill Terminator robots. I'm with you.
Mama,
Yeah.
keep an eye on that in case it blows over.
Okay, I will.
Why is your video so lagging?
I don't know.
Hit live. Tap the screen. Hit live. So you're like right up to date. Till that's red. Straighten it out again.
Oh, everything's blown over.
Whoa.
Woo!
Yeah,
Technical difficulties. The wind is
like this.
There you go.
There you go. Now you're live. You were lagging behind.
Philip says, "Wee, camera ride."
Pretty much, yeah. Wee. It wasn't like this when we started.
Yeah.
It's getting bad.
There's
though.
still truth in all the fiction. I mean, they put a lot of AI movies out there from the
Watch this, and I bring Max back.
machines taking over. There's iRobot, The Matrix. Before that, Battlestar Galactica. I mean, it goes on. There's even stuff like that in Stargate. They put a lot of truth in fiction, so we definitely need to be aware of that. And then we already have people like Elon Musk, and I think it's Georgie Rose or something, or I don't know how to say his name. All coming out telling us all kinds of stuff, but we won't really know what's true, and if we think we do, they'll just laugh and say, "Oh, you saw that on Stargate." Yeah, EMP, best bet against Terminator-style robots. Predictive programming, right, Chuck? Right.
All right, Mama. What we got? This don't look like it's stopping.
No. Nope, it doesn't. Yep.
You want to do this inside?
I don't know, do you?
We can move it inside.
But then they wouldn't have a fire to look at. What are they going to look at? It's a mess in there.
Our ugly mugs, I guess.
I miss the seafood, the ocean watching too. The socks you can watch on TV if you want. Last time I was in Boston, it was Marathon Monday and a Red Sox game, and it took me 4 hours to go what should have taken 20 minutes. It was the most ridiculous thing ever.
All right,
yeah,
guys.
Sheriff, I've checked
see.
out
What do
Patriot
we
Nurse.
got?
She's got a lot of good information. She really does.
Ooh, 4%. All right, my phone's at 4%, so
we should probably
wrap it up for now. And
yeah.
we might hop back on inside. I'm not sure though.
Yeah. I'll have to clean up first.
Yeah. But
The Pacific Ocean. Okay, so
yeah, man, that
Sorry,
wind came
guys.
out of nowhere.
yeah, we're gonna have to close down this one and see if maybe we can start another one here in a little bit. But take care, Fully Awaken. Thank you, Rain. It was a pleasure to have you here tonight, and thank you for your
Super chats.
yeah, that's awesome. Good night, Cypher.
Yeah, he broke our super chat, Cherry.
Oh, jeez, we were virgins. Have a good night, Jeffrey. Thanks, Chuck. Thank you, Dan. Oh, he's putting it out.
Yeah, we'll start a fire. Not the kind of fire we
Yeah,
want.
we will see you again later.
Holy crap.
Woo!
Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow night. All right, everybody. I'll try coming back on in a little bit.
Love you too, Patrick.
But if
Bye,
not,
guys.
I'll definitely do a video later or something. So
We'll do this again real soon. I love talking to you guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
yeah.
It's really nice to talk to all of you.
Once we go inside
Stay
on the
safe.
once we go inside on the computer,
Stay
then
alert.
that way Max can get involved.
Yeah.
Because he's a little bummed out right now. So, all right, give us a little bit. I'm gonna try doing it in the house. So give me like 20 minutes or so. Yeah, battery low. All right. Talk to you guys a little bit.
Because your phone's dead and everything.
It is dead.
Right.